Hello everybody! Welcome to the stream. So first of all, let me show you and tell you what I've been doing these last few months. So, y'all remember when we did this thing? Well, yeah, because a couple hundred of you actually tuned in to watch lots of times when I streamed this. But yeah, building the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad number 70 was a lot of fun. Also, it was to dedicate the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad. So, what should I do now? Build the engine they're restoring. Anyway, but yeah, recap. Over the course of 4 live streams, you and I had built this lovely engine. A 2-at-2 logging Mikado. A 70-ton Mikado, hence the number. So, the next step from there is to do a 90-ton Mikado that Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad also has, numbered 5. A quick history on the real engine. Well, at least working at Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad. I don't know the entire history on the engine, but I want to learn that at some point. But yeah, it was donated to Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad, and in 1985 it was restored to operation and ran for about 15 years, give or take, rough maths, and then it stopped. I believe it was explained on the Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad YouTube channel, go subscribe to them, that in this general area on the boiler where I'm hovering, someone had did some welding that wasn't entirely the proper way to do it, and someone got mad and said, "This is terrible. We got to take the engine out of service." So they took the engine out of service, and then they never got back to it until like early 2024 when I like to call it the new Mount Rainier Scenic Railroad because it's a new organization with new employees, decided to restore the 5. Which should be done later this year. But anyway, down to business on this model. So I started by doing the wheels and running gear on day 1. Fun fact, this project has been a while in the making, because of course I did start the 5 after I did the 70. But, yeah, when I did the 5's wheels and running gear, well, not the entire running gear, but just the main rod, I was still working on this thing, the Polar Express that you may have been to my event or saw the live stream on. I'm sorry, I just want to show off my cool stuff here that I've made. But yeah, I was still working on the Polar Express, its accompanying tender and passenger cars, when I started working on the 5. And I'd made the Polar Express, I started making it all the way back in September of 2024. So it's been a long time in the making, this engine. But now I feel like I have gotten far enough to start streaming it to you guys. So yeah, back to the actual rundown. So I got all the wheels, side rods, and other running gear essentials, which took a couple months to make, and I also to make sure I got it right. Then I modeled the cylinders, which I think are looking pretty sweet. Then I made the base for the boiler, and started on the front pilot area. I've been using real photos to do it. The way that professional modeling people in Roblox will do is they'll have a side image of the train you're working on either side, or sometimes even the back and front of the engine. That way you can get the scaling right. But I don't know how to scale those images right, so I am just doing everything here off of looking at pictures and then creating it here. So everything from the wheels to the look of them to the running gear to all the colors and everything, and even the cow catcher, everything I've done is off of just looking at pictures. And especially when you look at the 70, I think I'm doing a pretty cool job. But anyway, then I made the boiler, smoke box details, and more recently I created the smokestack, which is actually far more detailed, or at least a little bit more detailed than the 70s. Then I added the footplate stuff. I forgot what it's called up here that goes around. It's actually different on either side because this one's longer than this one for the air compressor. We'll model that later. Then I added the steps that go down. And then today, before I decided I was going to do a live stream, I modeled the outer steel shell of the cab. But yeah, today we're going to get to this in a little bit. So, hold on actually. Let me open up Word. And let's... Hold on. Alright, so checklist for the 5. So I'll show you what I'm talking about later once I pull up my reference photos. But so stuff I want to work on today is steam and sand, sand domes, as well as extra boiler detail. I want to make the frame. As well as also finish the cab. So yeah, we're gonna add the steam and sand domes. Then we're gonna do boiler detail. We're gonna make the frame, and then potentially, if, depending on how long it's been, we're gonna finish the cab. Let me save this. 5 checklist. 5 checklist. Alright. So yeah. Before we actually start working on the engine, let's do a playtest. That way I can show you how much work I put into the running gear. Oh yeah, I probably should have at least showed you this. I've also started work on making the Rainier Scenic passenger cars. And I've started creating their current open air car, the Mountain View. I'm not gonna do a stream on this one because it's literally just a rectangle with all of its windows cut out. But I figured I'd at least show it to you. Yeah, I need to redo the way that it hooks onto the wheels because yeah, believe it or not, all of this is just one model. But yeah, anyway, back to the 5. I keep forgetting what we're doing the stream for. Yeah, as you can see, the character positioning isn't quite entirely great. Yeah, I'll reposition it real quick, mainly aim it down and whatnot. Or just mostly just whenever we put the seats in. So yeah, you can see we got the engine here. For clarification, because I know that there's going to be some people who are going to ask about it, all of the side rods move. Every single one. The main rod, the rod that connects to the wheels, whatever these are, that even goes all the way up to here, including this one that just moves back and forth. All of them move. Yeah, I'm pretty sure people tried to say that this rod that I have my cursor on doesn't move. Just keep an eye for the end. That's where we'll hook up the lubricators. So yeah, just keep your eye there. You can tell that it moves. It is quite mesmerizing, if I do say so myself. And yes, I do have the wheels quartered. The way that they should be. Oh, yes. There's the good old smoke unit that I haven't welded yet. But yeah. Keep this image in your head, because this is how it's going to look when we started the stream, and then you'll soon later see how it is when we end the stream. Also, if anyone can help me figure this out, I don't know why. Oh my god, oh yeah, I forgot the, I think the smoke unit is still in the same model as the 70. At least it's still welded to the 70. Yeah, I duplicated the same smoke thing for consistency. Yeah, it looks weird. But yeah, I don't know why. But the 5 runs slightly rougher than the 70. Because yeah, look how smooth this goes. It might be a Valve Gear thing because this engine is Stevenson's. Even though I unfortunately haven't modeled the Stevenson's Valve Gear. I just have the outside rods. It still looks okay. So let's begin, and also let me turn on the music. All of this music I've created. Let me know if it's too loud, too quiet, and I'll figure it out. Just look at all the weld points, and especially when I add the constraint details. Yeah, this is just for the 70 alone. And then the pull-ups. Everything's welded in the smoke box. I just love looking at this stuff. Alright, we're gonna model the steam dome first, and from what I can tell based off of pictures, it looks like it rests between the second and third drive wheels. Also, forgot to mention, I'm in my Discord server voice chat, so if you want to join and talk to me, feel free to do so. Hmm. Trying to figure out how to do the boiler jacket cover for the steam dome. It has like a cool flanged thing that allows it perfectly transition with the boiler, but it's an interesting one to say the least. It's Mr. Dino! Hello, sir. What do you think of my locomotive? Yeah, hello. And welcome to the stream. I'm making a steam dome on the 5. Trying to figure out how to do it properly. Thank you. Yeah, how are you? There we go. Steam Dome. Feels like when I gave the 70 its Steam Domes. It looks so different. If there is one downside to working on this locomotive, it's because a lot of the pictures that exist of it are either 20 years old and low resolution because this engine hasn't ran in like 25 years. And also, well, any pictures of it that are here, any new pictures of it are of it in pieces. And none are really of like the top. So I don't entirely know. I would assume there's a cap for the steam dome, the sand dome, so I'll put that in a later date because yeah, for now it looks fine. But yeah, there those are. Now let's do other boiler details as specified in my new checklist. Reuse the boiler. No, not that way. That way. Oh, something weird's going on with the sand cloud files shenanigans. I don't know. hate Roblox. There we go. Now they're one weird piece. Probably did the same for the seam domes. I think I forgot to. I apologize. I've been forgetting to check chat. I like hyperfixated on this. I keep forgetting to look at chat. But yeah. Listening to music. Yeah. Why not? Also, Max, did you hear the new beat I sent you? No, Scully, you're the monkey. Oh, Dano, you're making the tender for 2016? Nice. Nice rails. Thank you. Just look at him shine. Real. Hold on. There we go. It was just very overexposed. I want to grab it. I want to grab it! Got it. I am in my Discord server voice chat if anyone wants to join. Nice rack. What? Don't move. Why not? Why did File Explorer just open? Ship. Why does it keep doing this? I hate SoundCloud. Keeps playing it keeps playing Jesus songs. Not that his songs were bad, but I'm trying to keep it my stuff. At least for now. I think I'm gonna poop in somebody's hat. Why can't I select the fucking handrails? Kills. Why can I not grab them? There we go, I think I got it. There we go. Now it's ugly, now it's beautiful. Can't collide on, everything else off. Alright, let's take a tiny little break and play Toasted. It do be looking sick now. I'm a little confused why you told me to not move, do I know? Oh. Actually, you're Yeah, the reason why that is because initially when I was developing the 70, I had tried to make it spin, which it did, but it inhibited the ability to make it move without like wanting to spontaneously combust. Yes, it wasn't the right height, and friction, everything was turned off just so I could roll, but ultimately I just decided that it would be better to just have it static. So yeah, I unless you have an idea of how to get it to spin without inhibiting the mobility of the locomotive, I'll invite you to this world and you can execute that idea, but I'm not doing it because I don't know how. Heck, the 5 has already given me enough trouble. Alrighty. What detail do I want to do next? Let's do the weird irons on the smoke box. Use 360 up and down, left and right hinges. What does that mean? That wasn't right. What did I do? Oh. Shadow has messaged me. Oh, that? I don't know it. I guess I can understand the visual of that, but what would that be on? Like the wheels themselves? Okay. I'd have to learn that later. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm very slow. My stick. Oh, bogeys. I guess that could work. Maybe. Oh, alright. See ya. Thanks for joining. You know what? I'm just gonna let it play. It's a good song anyway. Alright, I'm gonna make sure this works. Finger crack! That did not work. One second, please. I'm just gonna set this one on loop for a little bit.
Alright.
There we go. Oh great, it's happening again. As soon as I make something, I can't fucking select it. Great work, Roblox, and your shitty ass game. I wonder if it's big. Hold on, I need to test something. Okay, yeah, it just makes no sense. Yeah, it just makes zero sense whatsoever. I got a message. It's from the IRS. Hey, it's actually sticking on now. Mr. Logical Cheese. Kill him. Alrighty. So the checklist today was for steam and sand domes, boiler detail, frame, and cab. I think the last thing I'm gonna do for the day is the frame, because we got steam and sand domes, and we got boiler detail, at least a little more than there was with the handrails and whatnot. I will do one more thing on the boiler. I think it had like some sort of like strip in the middle, slightly bigger from the rest. There we go. Also, I know this is probably not what the 5's frame actually looks like, but let me just take some creative liberty on this engine. hate Roblox so much. God. Wait, no. Come on. This game is driving me nuts. Alright, it's still working fine. Oh, come on. We got the frame. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a night. I'd say we got a fair amount of work done. We got the frame, which took an unreasonably amount of time to do. We got rails, we got hand irons on the front, steam and sand domes on the roof, that one boiler wrap thing, I forgot what it was called, and then the handrails that go along the side of the locomotive. I think it already looks a bunch better. And we're one step closer to getting it to match the same level of awesomeness as the 70. But more of that will continue in the next stream. So thank you all for joining. I'll see you in a couple of days when we do the next stream. Maybe even tomorrow. I don't know, but I'll give you guys a heads up. See ya!